Namaste dear students, I am back with one more illustration number 10. So which has been asked in the year May-June 2008 question paper, University of Mysuru. So let us look into the problem. The following is the balance sheet of XYZ Company Limited went into a liquidation on 31st 3 2007. Balance sheet has been given. Liability side, share capital 4008% preference shares of rupees 100 each. So that is 4 lakh. 4 lakh rupees. Then 5,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each fully paid up. So that is 5 lakh rupees. Then 3,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, rupees 80 paid, rupees 2,40,000. Then 2,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, 60 paid, 1,20,000. 9% debentures, 3 lakh, creditors 3,50,000, bills payable 40,000. So the total liability column is 19,50,000. Further, moving towards asset side, land and buildings 3 lakh rupees, plant and machinery 5 lakh rupees, motor van 3,20,000 rupees, furniture 80,000 rupees, stock 2 lakh rupees, debtors 1,60,000 rupees, cash at bank 70,000 rupees, profit and loss account 2,70,000 rupees, and investment 50,000 rupees. So total on the asset side 19,50,000 rupees. So now look at the adjustment. The preference dividends in arrears for 2 years. Creditors include a sum of rupees 75,000 secured on buildings and preferential creditors rupees 25,000. So the preference dividend in arrears means it is outstanding for 2 years. So when preference dividend is outstanding, that has to be cleared along with their capital at the time of liquidation. So we are going to settle that along with their dividend. So then after that they said that creditors includes a sum of rupees 75,000 secured on building. So 75,000 rupees is secured on building. That means realization of assets under that surplus value of realized value of secured asset. So in that we are going to consider this. Okay, so 75,000 rupees, and at the same time while calculating the unsecured creditors value, so we have to deduct this 75,000 as a secured creditors from sundry creditors value. Okay, so to identify unsecured creditors, then in continuation he said that and preferential creditors rupees 25,000. So there is a preferential creditors is also there, so that 25,000 rupees. So after that assets realized as follows. So that realized value of asset has been given, that is land and building rupees 3,40,000, then plant and machinery rupees 4 lakh, then motor van rupees 2 lakh, then furniture rupees 60,000, then stock rupees 2,10,000, and investment rupees 60,000, and debtors rupees 1,50,000. So these are all the total realized value of assets, so which we are supposed to consider in the debit side of the liquidator's final statement of account. So then expenses of liquidation amounted to rupees 25,000. So there is a liquidation expenditure, that is rupees 25,000, and legal expenses rupees 5,000. Then liquidator is entitled to a remuneration of 3% on assets realized except cash, and 2% on payment on secured creditor, payment on unsecured creditors. It is unsecured. So there is a typo error. So due to default adjustment of default setting of automatic error correction, so that I have taken like that, but it is 2% on unsecured creditors. Then assume the payments were made on 30th 6 2007. Prepare liquidator's final statement of accounts. So here the company is going to liquidation on 31st 3 2007, but all the settlement we are making, that is on 30th 6 2007. These two dates are very very important for further future calculation purpose, so make a note on the same and keep it ready. Okay, so now we are done with the problem, so let us look into the solution part without any further delay. Ready with the solution part. So illustration number 10, liquidators final statements in the books of XYZ Company Limited. Particulars rupees, particulars rupees. So I'm ready with the table as well. So let us begin the solution part. So first, what are we going to write? Realization of assets. So write realization of assets. Realization of assets. Under that, first, surplus value of secured assets realized. Surplus value of secured assets. Secured assets. Surplus value of secured assets. See, in the problem it said clearly that creditors include a sum of rupees 75,000 secured on buildings. So you clearly said secured on buildings. So in such a case, that should be considered as a secured asset. So now, what is the value of realized value of land and building? 3,40,000. Correct. So 3,40,000 land and building value is 3,40,000. Okay, minus secured how much? A loan 75,000 rupees. See, creditors include a sum of rupees 75,000 secured on building. So that is 75,000 secured creditors. So if you deduct this, how much you are going to get? Calculate and write 3,40,000 minus 75,000 rupees. So you are going to get 2,65,000 rupees. 2,65,000. 2,65,000 rupees. Okay. Next, free assets. So that is free assets. So under free assets, other assets which are all realized, like plant and machinery. So it has been realized for how much? Plant and machinery is for how much? 4 lakh rupees. Inner column 4 lakh. Then we have motor van for 2 lakh. Write down motor van for 2 lakh. Okay. Then write down furniture for 60,000. Furniture 60,000. Then we have stock for 2,10,000. Stock 2,10,000. Next we have investment for 60,000. Yes, investment for 60,000 rupees. Yeah, then we have debtors worth rupees 1,50,000. Debtors worth rupees 1,50,000. Then anything else? Yeah, last balance sheet cash. So cash at the bank, how much? Cash at bank 70,000. Cash at bank 70,000 rupees. So I've taken all the assets including cash. So now calculate and total it. That is 4 lakh plus 2 lakh plus 60,000 plus 2 lakh 10,000 plus 60,000 plus 1,50,000 plus 70,000. So total it is 11,50,000. How much? 11,50,000. 11,50,000. Okay, so that's all assets realized. So now we have to look into the payment side. So let us look into the payment side now. So payment side we are moving. That is yes. So credit side of the table we are moving now. The payment side. Yes. So in the payment side, first we are going to write secured creditors. What you are going to write for secured creditors? Secured creditors is always nil. Why? Because it has been settled over here. We have already cleared the secured creditors money. Okay. So after that we have liquidation expenses. Liquidation expenses. How much in the problem is set? See, in the adjustment, expenses of liquidation amounted to rupees 25,000. So 25,000 I am recording. So then he says legal expenses rupees 5,000. If any, that has to be cleared immediately. Legal expenses. Legal expenses 5,000. That is also cleared. So after that, we have a liquidators remuneration of 3% on assets realized. So let us make a note. Liquidators remuneration. So under that point A, 3% on assets realized. Correct. 3% on assets realized. So now you all know that how much the value, what is the value of assets realized. So now let us take that is 3,40,000 land and building value. 3,40,000 is the value of land and building, you should remember, plus this out of 11,50,000 cash is 70,000, so you should deduct. So 11,50,000 minus cash, how much? Cash at bank 70,000, deduct. So how much you are going to get? 10,80,000, correct? 10,80,000 plus 10,80,000. So now put together 10,80,000 plus 3,40,000. So that is 14,20,000. On this 14,20,000, he charges as a remuneration 3%. 14,20,000 into 3%, that comes to 42,600 rupees. 42,600. Okay, so we are done that part. So then he says 2% on payment on unsecured creditors. So next point B, 2% on unsecured creditors. So we have to calculate unsecured creditors, correct? Unsecured creditors, and at the same time preferential creditors, because preferential creditors is also considered as unsecured creditors. And until unless in the problem if we say specifically that other than preferential creditors, or you need not to consider preferential creditors for remunerating to the liquidator, then only we exempt. Otherwise we always include this preferential creditors as a unsecured creditor. 2% on preferential creditors. So now we all know that what we are supposed to calculate, unsecured creditors we should calculate. So then we'll come back here. Okay, so we are moving for the working note purpose now. So let us take working note number 1. Working note number 1. So what are we going to do here? Calculation of unsecured creditors. Calculation of unsecured creditors. Calculation of unsecured creditors. Yes, under that total creditors given in the balance sheet, right? Total creditors given in the balance sheet. Check out the question in the liability side. How much the creditors they have given? 3,50,000 rupees. 3,50,000 rupees, correct? So I have written that 3,50,000 less how much secured on land and building. So that we have calculated while preparing the liquidator's final statement here. So how much secured? 75,000. Even in the problem also is said. Okay, so that is creditors include a sum of rupees 75,000 secured on building, he said. So less secured on land and buildings. So how much? For 75,000. So now deduct 3,50,000 minus 75,000. So you're going to get 2,75,000 rupees. 2,75,000. Next, less preferential creditors. Less preferential creditors. How much preferential creditors? Preferential creditors is 25,000, correct? So in the problem he said that also at the beginning, preferential creditors rupees 25,000. So deduct 25,000 of preferential creditors. So we got unsecured creditors of rupees 2,50,000, correct? Yes, before finalizing on that part, so you should check is there any bills payable in the question liability side. If bills payable is there, that is also unsecured creditors. Okay, so check. Yes, the last item in the problem, that is liability side, is bills payable. So how much bills payable? Add bills payable. How much bills payable is? 40,000 rupees. So now you got the ultimate unsecured creditors of rupees 2,90,000. Okay, so now you got the value of unsecured creditors, right? Unsecured creditors 2,90,000. Okay, so now we have a preferential creditors, we have a unsecured creditors. So let us finish off the part of remunerating to liquidator. So 2% on unsecured creditors. How much unsecured creditors as per your working note? Yes, 2,90,000. 2,90,000 into 2 by 100, correct? 2%. 2,90,000 into 2 divided by 100, how much you're going to get? So you're going to get 2,90,000 into 2% is 5,800, correct? That is 5,800. Then on preferential creditors, how much? So that is preferential creditors is 25,000 into 2 divided by 100. So that is 25,000 into 2% is 500. So now total 42,600 plus 5,800 plus 500. 42,600 plus 5,800 plus 500. 48,900. How much? 48,900. So that is the total remuneration to liquidator. 48,900. Yes, so now we are done with the preferential remuneration to the liquidator. So next, what are we supposed to do? Yes, we are supposed to settle debenture holder, correct? So next is 9% debenture. 9% debenture. So what is the value of debenture? 3 lakh rupees, correct? 3 lakh. Okay. So now, is there any outstanding interest? No. In the adjustment, there is no such, but there is a date between liquidation and the date of payment made. See, liquidation took on 31st/3/2007, and at the last line they said, assume that payment were made on 30th/6/2007. So 31st/3/2007 to 30th/6/2007, how many months? 4, 5, 6, 3 months, correct? So 31st/3 he went on liquidation. So then 31st/4, then 5, then 6, because 30th/6 we are making payment, so that is going to be a 3 months. So 3 months interest outstanding we have to settle. Okay, so let us settle the interest. So open bracket, what is the debenture value? 3 lakh. What is the rate of interest? 9%, 9 by 100 into how many months? 3 months, 3 by 12. So calculate now. 3 lakh into 9% into 3 divided by 12. So that is 6,750. 6,750. So total 3,06,750 for debenture holders. Yes, I'm settle the debenture holders. After that, I'm going to settle immediately preferential creditors. Preferential creditors. How much preferential creditors are? That is, we have calculated here 25,000 on preferential creditors. So I'm settling preferential creditors 25,000. Then I'm also settling unsecured creditors also. Unsecured creditors, how much? Yeah, look at, we have calculated everything for remunerating to this liquidator. So 2,90,000 is the unsecured creditors. That also I am settling 2,90,000 rupees. Correct? Yes. So after making payment to these people, so now I am going to make a payment to the preference shareholders. Okay. So now I am making a payment to the preference shareholders. How much preference share capital? 4,000. 8% preference share capital. You have to mention that 8% preference share capital, 4 lakh rupees. So write inner column. Why I am writing inner column? Because in the first line of adjustment they said the preference dividend in arrears for 2 years. 2 years they have not received their part of profit. So let us give their part of profit now. 4 lakh is the capital into 8% is the rate of return into how many years? 2 years. So calculate now. 4 lakh into 8% into 2. So that is 64,000 rupees. So we have settled their outstanding dividend. So total both the side 4 lakh total of this 4,64,000. Okay. Next, for equity share holders. So next I am going to distribute the money for equity share holders. For this, you know, right, what is the next step we are supposed to do? First I have to check the amount I have. So that is 2,65,000 plus 11,50,000. 11,50,000 total. I'm getting 14,15,000 rupees. I'm getting 14,50,000. I'm just writing in a pencil for reference purpose. 14,15,000. Okay. So now in the payment side, how much we have paid? 25,000 plus 5,000. Okay, 25,000 plus 5,000. Then we have 48,900. Then we have 3,06,750. Then we have 25,000. Then we have 2,90,000. Then we have 4,64,000. 4,64,000. So total 11,64,650. So I'm writing here for reference again. 11,64,650 rupees the total. So then find the difference. 14,15,000 plus 11,64,650. So 14,15,000 minus 11,64,650. So the difference I am getting is 2,50,350 rupees. 2,50,350 rupees is the difference. 2,50,350. But look at the problem in the question. Equity shareholders, how much they have paid? 5,000 equity shares of rupees 100 fully paid 5 lakh. 3,000 equity shares 100 paid 80. 2,000 equity shares paid 60. So 5 lakh plus 2 lakh 40, that is 7 lakh 40. Then plus 1 lakh 20. 7 lakh 40, 7 lakh 60, 8 lakh 60,000 rupees they have paid, but I have only 2 lakh 50,350. So in such a case, I have to do a working note. I have to identify loss per share. Then I have to check whether brought in or received by the equity shareholders. That working note we have to do. So let us do that working note. So the working note number 2 I am moving towards. Working note number 2 I am moving now. Working note number 2. Calculation of loss to be borne by equity share holders. Okay, so now write down total paid up equity share capital. First write total paid up equity share capital. So how much paid up equity share capital? Look at the question. 5,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each fully paid. They have paid 5 lakh rupees in the amount column. Then 3,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, 80 paid. They have paid 2,40,000 amount column. if you look at, then 2000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, 60 paid, 1,20,000 rupees they have paid. So now add this 5 lakh plus 2 lakh 40 plus 1 lakh 20, how much you are going to get? 5 lakh plus 2 lakh 40,000 plus 1 lakh 20,000, 8 lakh 60,000. So that is 8 lakh 60,000. Okay. Less cash available after paying to preference shareholders. Less cash available after paying to preference shareholder. So how much after paying to preference shareholders? What is the difference? I have 2,50,000, 350. The difference available cash 2,50,000, 350. I am writing the same. So that is 2,50,350. So now deduct 8,60,000 minus 2,50,000, 350. So that is 6,09,650. 6,09,650. 6,09,650. Okay. So that is loss. Loss to be borne by equity shareholders. Loss to be borne by the equity shareholders, 6,09,650 rupees. So next we have to do calculate a loss per share. Loss per share equals total loss divided by total number of shares. Total number of shares. So loss we know 6,09,650. 6,09,650 rupees divided by total number of shares. One is 5,000 equity shareholders paid 100, then 3,000 equity shareholders paid how much? 80 rupees. Then 2,000 equity shareholders paid 60 rupees. So if you look at the liability side share capital, you're going to get 5 plus 3,000, 8,000, 8,000 plus 2,000, total 10,000 equity shareholders. So now 6,09,650 divided by 10,000, that is 60.965. 60.965 is the loss per share. Loss per share is 60 rupees 965 paise. 60 rupees 965 paise. Okay. So now if the shareholders have paid more than 60 rupees 965 paise, they will receive. If a shareholder pays less than 60 rupees 965 paise, they will brought in the cash to the company for the purpose of liquidation. Okay. So now let us calculate that is amount to be brought or paid to equity shareholders. Working note number 3. So that is amount to be brought in or paid to the equity shareholder. Okay. So under that right, first one is 5,000 equity shares, 100 paid. So they have paid 100, which is more than the loss. So that is why amount paid to 5,000 equity share holders equity shareholders. So now this 5,000 shareholders, how much they have paid? 100. What is the loss? 60.95. 60.95. So if you deduct how much? 39.035. 39.035. So that we have to do 39.035 into number of shares 5,000. So 39.035 into 5,000, that is 1,95,175. 1,95,175 we are going to pay. Second one, amount paid to 3,000 equity share holders. So why paid again? Because they have paid rupees 80 per share, correct? They have paid 80. 80 minus 60.95. How much? 80 minus 60.95. That is 19.05. 19.05, right? Yes. 19.05 into 3,000. So if you do that, how much you are going to get? 57,150. 80 minus 60.95, 19.05 into 3,000, that comes to 57,150. 57,150 rupees. 57,150 rupees. Okay. So next, third one, amount brought in by 2,000 equity share holder. Why brought in? Because amount brought in by 2,000 equity shareholders. Why? Because in the liability side, 2,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each paid 60. Actual loss is 60.965 and they paid only 60 rupees. So 60 minus 60.95, that becomes 0.95 minus figure. Okay, so then they should bring, when it comes to a minus, then they should bring into 2,000. So calculate 0.95 into 2,000. So that is 1,900 rupees. They are supposed to bring 1,900 rupees. Okay. So now two equity shareholders under that. So I am going to write the first one. 5,000 equity shareholders are getting at rupees 39.035. That is 1,95,175 rupees. So according to working note number 3, they can refer. So next, 3,000 equity shareholders are getting at rupees 19.05. That means 57,150 rupees. 57,150. So next, total both 1,95,175 plus 57,150, that is 2,52,325. 2,52,325. Okay. So now that point 3, amount to be brought in by 2,000 equity shareholders, 0.95 into 2,000, 1,900 they are bringing into the business. So that is equity share holders. brought in. That is paid, it is brought in. Clear? 2000 shareholders, they are bringing 0.95 rupees. So that is 2000 into 0.95, 0.95, that is they are bringing in 1900 rupees. So you can check working note number 3. Okay, so now total it 2,65,000 plus 11,50,000 plus 1,900. So that comes to 14,16,900. So I've written 14,15,000, but it is coming 14,16,900. So I'm writing that total 14,16,900. 14,16,900. Okay. So again now I'm coming this part, payment part for the total. So first is nil, second one is 25,000 plus 5,000. Then we have 48,900. Then we have 3,06,750 total plus 3,06,750 plus 25,000 plus 2,90,000. Then plus 4,64,000. Then 2,52,325. 2,52,325 plus, that's all. So I'm getting 14,16,900. 14,16,900. I am writing. Actually I am getting 975 rupees. Maybe because of that point what we left, that is reflecting here. So okay, the thing is, what I have done, I have identified the loss 60.965, but while calculating I have taken 60.95. So we have to take 60.965 everywhere. 60.965, 60.965, then we are going to get the answer. So 100 minus 60.965, 100 minus 60.965, 39.035 it is. This is correct. 39.035 into 5,000, that is correct. 1,95,175 correct. Then here 80 minus 60.965, that is 19.035. This is 19.035. So let us make it 19.035 into 3,000. So that is 57,105, not 105. 105, 57,105. Then here 60 minus 60.965, 60 minus 60.965, that is 0.965. See, each point is so important, otherwise our answer itself goes 0.965. 0.965 into 2000, if you do that, it is 1930. Okay, so two items we have to change now. 57,105, this is 105. So now total 1,95,175 plus 57,105, 2,52,280, 2,52,280. So I'm writing in the next line 2,52,280 rupees. So here again we have to change 2000 into 965. It is 965. 2000 into 0.965. 2000 into 0.965. 1930 rupees you have to increase. So 1930 means here 30 rupees has been increased. 14,16,930 is the total. Okay, so here also the same total will come. 14,16,930 both the side total. Okay, so now if you total this side, how much you will get, just let us check it out once. 25,000 plus 5,000 plus 48,900 plus 3,06,750. 3,06,750 plus 25,000 plus 2,90,000 plus 4,64,000 plus 2,52,280. 2,52,280. 14,16,930. 14,16,930. See, the small point, small variation I have changed. So instead of 965, I took only 95. So entire answer got changed. Why I got the doubt at the end? Because both the side it must tally. So here it was 75 rupees extra I was getting when I calculated. So that is why I rechecked. So I have ignored this 6. So that I have added now. So now I got the total both the side, 14,16,930, 14,16,930. So this is the solution for problem number, illustration number 10. So I'll get back to you soon with one more illustration of the same kind, so that you are going to get understood, like you should get clarity about all the working note, how we prepare and how the solution will be done. So especially these working notes are very important. Without working note you cannot solve the problem. So that is why you have to practice the problems 1 to 3 to 4 times, so that you will get used to it, so that which working note in which circumstances you have to do, you will get an idea about it. Okay, so I'm stopping here. I'll continue in my next video with the next problem. Till then, take care. See you soon. Bye bye and stay safe. Bye.